Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to another episode of TekTopia, where today we are going to be adding two new additions to the city here. One is going to be a second bakery and the other is going to be a second barracks. We are actually closing in on being done with this place, which is kind of crazy. Is my render distance really low? It is. I usually have on 16. There we go. We can see some more of the actual city now. So yeah, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 more platforms to go before we're fully done here. This one is still heavily inhibited by a lot of farm animals. The ranchers haven't cleaned up too well just yet. But yeah, as I was saying, today we're going to be building the barracks and the bakery, the second of each, and I think they're going to go on both of these platforms here. Which, as you can see, aren't exactly platforms at the moment. They're simply just the outlines of them. So I'm going to have to fill all of these in. Unfortunately, I'm out of gravel and sand, which you kind of need to make concrete, so before we do anything, I'm gonna have to do some resource gathering first of all. However, before we begin that, let me catch you up on what we did in the last episode, which was two things. One thing, we built this merchant stall / shopping area over here, and we haven't quite got round to buying the token for it yet, but I'm hoping we'll be able to do that today. Because the other thing that we did in the last episode was make a sugarcane farm, which hopefully should be nearly ready to harvest. I need to turn off my smelter because that shouldn't still be going. There we go. Hopefully today we can give it a quick harvest because we couldn't actually in the last episode as it wasn't really grown up enough to send it on its way. So yeah, it's looking pretty full. I think I'm going to leave it for a little bit longer, see if we can get some more canes reaching to 3 high. That would be ideal. But yeah, we'll give this a blast at some point and then we can sell that sugarcane on for emeralds and buy some tokens with it. Good news, we have a sheep over here in the sheep pen, as well as the same 2 pigs that were there in the last episode, and I think 2 more cows have joined us. So the ranchers, obviously, as you can see, are still working away at obtaining all of those animals and herding them into their pens, but I have given them quite a few, haven't I? So yeah, it's certainly going to take them a while to get through all of these. I'm sure we will end up with animals sort of everywhere in Altura X for a little while, but hopefully they'll get around to them eventually. But anyway, as the sun sets behind us, silhouetting the land, which is very, very beautiful, I'm going to gather up my supplies, ready to dig some sand and gravel for the, what is it now, 1 millionth time whilst working on this city. Yeah, that sounds about right. Every time I build these platforms, I always forget how long it actually takes me to do. I nearly made myself late for work this morning because I was trying to get all of this done in one time-lapse clip. So I hope that last 10 to 20 seconds was worth me nearly not going to work on time. But it's okay because we got them all done and I finished and I made it to work. It was fine. But yeah, they do take a little while to put together. It's a lot of concrete and I think the only ones we have left to do is this platform here with the 3 bridges. And then we also have 2 more bridges over here connecting to the villager trading system. And then that's all of the platforms done, which is very, very exciting. And I really want to check my statistics to see how much concrete I've actually placed down, but I'm gonna withhold until we're done with this entire city. I think it would be cool to wait until we've just got all of the concrete placed down and then I can see how much we've actually used. I actually asked you guys in one of the first episodes during this city to write down your guesses down in the comments below, so I'll be interested if any of you got close at all, because quite frankly I have no idea what number we're at right now. Either way, I'm thinking it's going to be quite a lot, but whilst I was building the platforms over here, the ranchers have done a fantastic job of gathering all of the animals. I mean, look how little there are compared to what there was at the start of the episode. If we actually head over to the animal pens, you can see they are quite full up, especially the cows. They haven't really bothered too much with the sheeps and the chickens and the pigs for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they're just favoring the cows, which is fine. But yeah, they're doing a great job. So hopefully it shouldn't take them too much longer before they can get all of the animals in place. And whilst I was building the platforms, our sugarcane farm over here has been growing like crazy. This has actually been at completely full growth for quite a while now. Whoop, let's not block the minecart. And I've just been waiting to be done and bring you guys in so I can show you the first harvest of this thing, because it's going to yield a lot of sugarcane. But before we start it, I would just like to make sure all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my minecarts are up and running. There's one. Okay, cool. That's actually working. How about the second one? Yep. Oh, it's coming quick. How about the third one over here? Yep. Okay, cool. And the fourth one? Where's the fourth one? Oh, there it is. It wasn't just rendering in. Fifth one is all good. And last but not least, we have the sixth one. And that is there as well. Okay, awesome. We're now ready to flick that lever. So as you can see, the chest down the bottom here, with the exception of some stone brick stuff, is completely empty. So there is currently no sugarcane in the system. So however much we get from this will be how much we get from a full harvest at maximum capacity. I'm assuming it's all grown up. It looks like it is. So we just flick this lever, and in theory, this flying machine goes all the way down to the bottom, comes back, all the minecarts collect the sugarcane, and I have lots of paper for emeralds. But I'm very nervous. This is the first proper harvest of the farm. I really hope it hasn't broken. It has not so far. Okay. Do I need to flick this again? I think I do. To stop it? Oh, no, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It can go back again if need be. So there's some glitchiness going around. I don't actually want to pick up any of the sugarcane. I want to make sure that the minecarts are doing it themselves, but it's still going all the way down. We do, as I said, have some ghost blocks at the front, but that is absolutely fine. Some of the sugarcane is getting caught on the side, but it's not really that big a deal. Hopefully it's not going to be that much. We can actually see here. 17. It's quite a bit, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. So we made it to the end. Is it gonna... Oh. Well, I went back. That's a bonus, but that's not ideal, is it? Okay, I might have to put some sort of barrier at the end here, because yeah, this is like half of the yield. I can't really just be chucking this away. All right, so what we'll probably have to do is... You know what? I don't know what we're going to have to do. Maybe just send the minecart around the back here or something. Because, yeah, that's like half of it probably. So, oof, okay, that didn't exactly go as planned, but it kind of did at the same time. Is it coming back? Oh, it's not meant to be coming back. No, okay, it has stopped over here. Those are just ghost blocks. Slowly but surely, here comes all of the sugarcane. So let's deposit our 4.5 stacks in there. And the minecarts should be picking it all up and stopping at the end here, I believe. None of them have stopped though, which is slightly concerning. Why is that? Oh, let's not get in the way. Okay, so that's just come back over here. What's going on? Please work. I hate doing redstone. I don't want to have to mess with this farm any more than I already have. Okay, for real, where are the there they are. Why did they not stop though? They should have stopped. Why did you not stop? Oh no, have they got sugarcane in? If they got sugarcane in, then it's a little bit broken. Let's go investigate one. This one is coming towards me. Okay. Do you or do you not have sugarcane? Please say no. Oh, it has sugarcane. Okay, why are you not stopping at the end then on my thing depositing system? I have built it, right? Is it because it's going into another hopper chain? That could potentially be it. Maybe if I just put a chest instead of this hopper and lowered the hopper chain down, it might actually be fine. I'm gonna bank on that's the case and do it anyway. It's now fixed. Every single minecart is stopped and is depositing all of the sugarcane. So I'm guessing for some reason I couldn't feed it directly into a hopper chain. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. I don't need to understand. All I need to know is that it is now all working. With the exception of the, ginormous propel of the sugarcane right at the end of the farm. Not really ideal. This is going to take a while to get through the whole system, so while it's doing that, and before we can get an actual figure on how much this farm does give us, let's go do something else super quick. What to do though? That is the question. What can I be doing? I don't know, the villagers do everything around here. I'm not really needed in this city like I have been previously in other villages because these guys are pretty, smart. They're not really getting stuck on anything because of how I've built it. I haven't used certain blocks that they get stuck on or anything like that. So these guys are actually quite easily left unattended, which I love. I hated having to deal with the just stupidness of the villagers in previous ones. So yeah, they're doing their own thing. They don't really need my help. So what I'm going to do, as you can see here, is go around to all of the apartments and check for hearts. Where I got a grand total of 1 heart. Yeah, just that one. That was on the bottom level. Not the best. I've just realized I have not been down to the villager mines in a good number of episodes, so these may actually be no good anymore. I don't know how good of a job the druids are doing, and they're doing a good job. That's what you want to see when you come down to the mines. You want to see a little bit of progress, but you want these still to be flashing. So the miners are still mining, but the druids are also using their earth reform skill to replenish the earth full of ores. So yeah, that's actually better than I expected. I forgot I had druids, to be honest. I thought I hadn't bought them just yet, but as you can see, I quite clearly have. We do have so much more room here to put some more mine shafts down. Maybe that's something I can do today. Okay, collection system, are you quite finished? I don't know, let's have a look actually in the hoppers first of all. I don't want to straight away look in the chest. Oh, there's still some in there, really? How much sugarcane did I get? Is it locked? No, it's not locked. Maybe let's speed this on its way a little bit. Which one is the central chest? I believe it's this one. Sure, let's chuck it in there. You know what? We probably got most of it by now. Let's go have a look at how much we actually got. I'm really, really hoping this is an absurdly high amount. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more is actually coming into this, but that's pretty good for one single harvest. And because it's such a high number, I don't think I actually need to do anything at the end of the farm. Now, that is because I'm not going to set it up. Oh, getting a bit of lag here. That's weird. I'm not going to set it up on like an auto firing system so that it goes just every so often. I'm going to leave it as a manual thing. So when I want some sugarcane, I'm going to come down here and do it myself. So if I'm down here doing it myself, making sure everything is in working order, I'll just run along at the end and collect it all myself. It's not really that big a deal for me. I've just opened up this chest to deposit the heart I had. I have quite a few, by the way, as you can tell. And I've just reminded myself, we have banners for each village. I don't have one for Altora X just yet, so I'm going to have to do that in an episode soon. I would say to you guys, feel free if you want to send me some designs, you're more than welcome to, but I am pre-recording this series a little bit, so I may or may not see it before it's too late. I don't know. I'm not sure just yet, but if you want to design one, feel free to send me your ideas on Twitter or Discord is probably the best place. Oh my goodness, there is still sugarcane coming into the chest here. Is this ever going to end? I mean, I thought this was quite a lot when it stopped at this point, but there's like nearly double that now. How much have we got left in here? Can I see at all? Kind of. Can I click on that hopper back there? This is this is tricky. Nope, we got the chest again. That was a big chest. Nope, bottom. Nope. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Okay, let's just go once again, do something else while that continues to come in, I suppose. A zombie? What are you doing here, zombie? You shouldn't be spawning inside the walls of this city. Is this a spawnable spot? Oh, it is. Okay, I must have missed that one entirely. Is it the same this side? Yep. All right. What can I do about that? Let me go grab a sea lantern. And now there's a creeper. That is definitely not what we want. I'd honestly rather have a zombie than a creeper. Okay, so if we just stick a sea lantern here, is that gonna do the trick? Yes, it will, very nicely. Okay, maybe doesn't look as good, but then again, I got sea lanterns plastered just about everywhere in this city, so a couple more doesn't really matter all that much. We have another mob infestation over here. An infestation of one mob. It's not really an infestation. There's just a spawning spot apparently. So if I press F7 with the mod I have installed, or did I just turn it off? I swear that, yeah, see we do have some spawning spots up here. So I'm guessing that's where the zombie fell in. But it doesn't really matter if they spawn on top of this building because they're probably not going to pathfind to the villagers. And even if they do, they're probably going to die or just take like a lot of damage and then a guard can come and save the day. So I don't really want to ruin the look of this central building just for the sake of a couple of potential zombies. But I am going to go around and see if there's any more spawning spots. Okay, turns out there's quite a few. This one is the same kind of deal though. I'm assuming it's the same on top of the other pillars because yeah, that's quite a drop down. They're probably not going to lock on. It should be fine. I'm more looking for spots like this on the ground level. Now, obviously, this is an empty platform. It's not going to be like this at the end of the day, but I'm just going to go have a check around, see if there's anything like that. I don't think I am going to find anything because not once in this entire city project have I seen a message in the chat saying so-and-so took damage from a zombie. Like, it's not happened at all. So, yeah, these guys are actually pretty safe and I can't see any just from the little bit of flying that I've done. Plus, the sugarcane has to be done by now, surely, right? I've wasted enough time. I want to get started with some buildings, so hopefully no more sugarcane is being loaded into the chest here and we can find ourselves an actual figure. There we go. Okay, so what is that? 9, 18, 27, 30, let's say 32 stacks of sugarcane. That is pretty good going. So now I guess I can get started with some building in today's episode. More than just 2 platforms. We're like 15 minutes into this episode, I'm guessing. I don't actually know. And yeah, we haven't really done anything at all. So how about we start some building off and end it actually, because we're not going to be doing any more after this. But let's do a double time lapse. Look at this. We have even more creepers. I don't even know where this guy came from. I haven't really stumbled across any mobs throughout this entire city project, and all of a sudden in today's episode, they're everywhere. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, bearing in mind I remembered how to do it correctly and it all worked. Obviously this is pre-edit, so I don't know for certain. I'm sure it did, maybe. But yeah, we have 2 new buildings. This one is going to be the kitchen. There we go, nearly called it a bakery, not quite. And this one over here is going to be the second barracks that we have. So the interiors are very much so unfinished at the moment, so I can't really give you a great tour, but I can just show you the buildings in a bit of a better angle. So this one, it's quite symmetrical, all the same on every sides, and this one is similar, but it's a bit skew with it parts, and I actually kind of like that. This is a bit funky in design, which opposes quite a few of my other awfully symmetrical builds in this city, but that kind of is the point, so it's not too bad. But yeah, this is the barracks, this is the second kitchen. Something I do want to mention is that on the kitchen over here, I am actually going to have some lava in all of these 4 pillars. You can see I've left the tops open, ready to deposit some in, but I want to have all source blocks. So yeah, it's quite a lot of lava. I just kind of forgot to do that in the time lapse, and I didn't want to go to the nether because that kind of messes up replay mods sometimes. So I will be doing that as part of the interior, which I'm going to start on in about 3 or 4 hours. Basically, I've got some stuff to do in real life. I'm able to sit here at my desk and do it though, so I'm gonna leave the world running, and every so often I'm gonna just hop on the mouse and keyboard here, go down to my sugarcane farm and give it a harvest, and hopefully by the time those 3 or 4 hours have passed, plus an additional couple of hours doing the interiors, we're going to have a whole lot of sugarcane, which we can then turn into glorious, glorious emeralds. Quick side note before that time jump, a lot of my villagers are quite sad at the moment. I'm not really sure why. I guess just because I've been sleeping through the night quite a lot during the building of those two things over there. That could potentially be why. But the plus side to that is our tavern is sure getting a lot of use. As you can see, the sad villagers are coming in here. They're having a drink, looking at the view, which I'm currently ruining right now. Sorry, I'll be out of your way in just 1 second. But yeah, this place is very, very busy, and I do always love to see the tavern nice and full. About 5 hours later, I have managed to get this much sugarcane. All of these boxes are completely full. There's even still a little bit extra down in the farm, and this wasn't really continuous harvest. I probably could have been a little bit more efficient with it, but I wasn't. And besides, 8 shulker boxes full of sugarcane that I'm going to turn into paper, that's more than enough. And I am going to be trading some of that paper in to get some emeralds very soon. But before we do, let me give you a tour of the interiors of these two buildings. So we'll start off here with the barracks, and I'm actually going to bring you up to the top level here. This is meant to be a platform of sorts, and I'm considering this to be like a practice arena. Not that the guards are going to be able to get up here, but my imagination or my envision for this is that when they're ready to do some training, they would stand on this block and kind of get sucked up to the platform here. Maybe not quite this high, but where maybe they could battle or something like that. Practice their fighting in a duel sort of way, right? So that's what we got going on there. It's basically just to make the building exterior look a little bit nicer. And then the interior here is pretty simple. Usually what is in a barracks, we got 10 beds, we got some armor stands for them to do some actual training on. This is something they'll actually be able to use. And then we just have a couple of seats over here. Pretty basic stuff, but all in all, I think it works pretty well. Now running on round to the neighbouring building over here, which as I've mentioned before is the kitchen, and this is a kitchen with once again a lot of furnaces. Very similar to our first one, we probably have too many in here, as well as too many crafting benches. There's 12 in total, which if you don't know means we can have 12 chefs working inside of here. The other one already has like 8, so that's 20 chefs in total. Probably a bit too many, but hey, it doesn't really matter. I plan to have a lot of villagers in this city at some point in time. We're not really getting the numbers up there just yet, but give me time, we'll get there. So whilst this interior may look quite basic, and it is really in design, I thought the idea was pretty cool. So as you can see, we have all of the lava added in, and I did that at the top. They're all source blocks. If I just fly on up, you can see all of that solid lava, and it's open, so I better not fall in or I will die and lose all of my stuff. I don't really want to do that, but yeah, we got all of the lava added in, which adds a nice little pop of orange, which is quite nice considering we have these, you know, 3 very main colors in the city. Having something a little bit different is very nice. But we got the lava as a power source, and then all of these cobblestone walls are kind of meant to be like the powered transporters, right? What's connecting the lava to the furnaces. So if we actually fly up to the roof a second, you can see we kind of have some generators or something up here. I'm not really sure what exactly they are. You got to use your imagination a little bit, but maybe they connect to the pipes down here. Gonna have to go a bit forward and back for this, but maybe they come out here and go down to the furnaces, and we got the lava behind here powering, and then we also got some in the middle here. As you can see, we got another dropper there connecting to the walls, connecting to the furnaces. So yeah, just something a little bit more interesting than simply placing in a whole bunch of furnaces, and I am missing 2 apparently. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get 2 furnaces. 1 and 2. There we go. Now it's all done. By the way, just in case this wasn't clear, there's glass here, so the villagers aren't going to fall into the lava. There's literally no way they could do that. I'm a bit worried they might get stuck on the walls, but I think they should be smart enough just to hop back up here. In theory, they shouldn't even go down here in the first place. Before we do some trading over here, I have a quick question to ask you guys, and that is, what do you think we should build on this platform? So we got 3 left. We got this one, and then the other long one over here, opposite the apartments. And this one is going to become another apartment building, just kind of similar to this one, holding a butt ton of villagers. And then this other circular one is going to be the secondary tavern in the village, meaning we have this one over here opposite to our villager breeder. So this isn't really part of the village, and I'm thinking maybe this platform over here shouldn't be either. I don't really need any other TekTopia buildings, so I could do something that's maybe more cosmetic and not really providing a function. Trouble is, I got no ideas at the moment, so we won't be doing this one for a while, so I'll be able to see your comments and have a look at what you guys say. But yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments below. Okay, let's do some trading, shall we? Now, I have no idea how long this is going to take me to get through 8 boxes of paper. I got to craft it up all for a start and then trade it with these guys. And I've only got 1, 2, 3, and 4 paper trades. A lot of them are crossed out at the moment, so I'm going to need to spend some emeralds, unfortunately, to get some emeralds, but that's okay, all part of the trading game. So I'm gonna try and get through all of this, but it's getting really late, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it all done. Not too bad at all. Nearly 7 stacks for like 1,700 sugarcane or something like that, which is not too bad really. It did take me a while, however, to actually get all of those. Just these villagers, they kept locking up their trades and being really annoying and making me buy the expensive stuff, which wasn't really that enjoyable. I probably would have had a lot more than what I have right now if I didn't have to buy empty maps, for example, from this cartographer here, who had the cheapest paper trade. But yeah, we got 7 stacks of emeralds now, ready to buy some things, which is actually going to be done in the next episode, and we do have over 7 stacks, which is great. But yeah, it's getting really late here. I need to wrap up this episode, so what we're gonna do, instead of buying some stuff now, is at the start of next episode, if I remember, that is, which is maybe, but we're gonna go on a shopping spree and buy a whole bunch of tokens for our city here, which I haven't done in a long time. There's some very overdue buildings that need a token, so if I remember, that's what we'll do to kick off next episode. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.